Hi everyone, I'm Jack, and in this video I would like to show you how you can go about doing networking calls and why networking calls and networking itself is actually extremely high leverage. Because you might be thinking like, Jack, this is silly. Like, I need to make money, I need to grow my business, I need to get clients, or I need to clarify my offer. Jack, I don't even know what my offer is. And look, when it comes to doing business online, you have like the warm, hot end of the spectrum is is essentially where people are like, paying you and giving you money. But where that all starts is with the cold meeting where, you're not even like familiar to this person. So it's just raw visibility. And that's where networking really starts. And so whether you're unclear on your offer, to get clear on your offer comes down to talking with the people and understanding what the people need and what you're good at so that you can bridge the gap. A lot of people try to bridge the gap between helping people and doing what they enjoy without doing the part where they talk to the people. And the best way to bridge the gap is like, you've done the part where you're authentic. You have your background, you have your skills and interests. Now, as you talk to the people, you will naturally bridge the gap with your authenticity by simply understanding them and giving them a valuable solution. So this is a little different from the volume game, okay? Because you can definitely just call a lot of people, and just pick a niche and just call like 300 people in that niche. And I'm sure you could close deals. Like if you have like a marketing agency or a copywriting service or like a video editing thing, whatever it is, if you cold call or cold DM enough people, then yes, you can absolutely like close deals. But not only might those be people you don't want to work with, but you also would just, it would be very transactional and there wouldn't be much depth to the relationship. So in this video, let's just cover how to do networking as a means for getting clients and as a means for clarifying your offer and as a means for having fulfillment in the delivery of whatever you're serving people with, whether you have a product or you're creating content, or you're doing like a coaching or a service delivery. It doesn't matter, because ultimately what you're doing is providing value. And the way to provide value is to bridge the gap between what people need and what you are inherently good at. Because you have landed on this earth with your authentic capabilities, your voice, your eye color, and your interests and your life experience. So when you solve somebody's problem, it will inherently be authentic. You don't need to try and lock yourself in a room and figure out all the solutions that people need. You will naturally, authentically do what people will need if you just talk to them. So how this, and bear with me because this is just a couple of very simple steps to work with the people you want to work with. So in this video, I'll keep it to networking calls and I'll just talk about the 3 basic steps in this video. But if you guys would like to go more in depth on like the later parts of this pipeline to actually doing the part of delivering to clients and like booking a client call, we can go into that. But I'm starting in this video especially with networking because this is the highest leverage for everybody, because it all starts with visibility. Even if you're working with clients, it starts with visibility in the first place. So the first thing is choosing 1 to 2 places where you can do attraction. So if we think about the way that you get someone to work with you or to pay you or to become a subscriber to what you're doing, then this starts with attracting them and then inviting them to what you're doing and then delivering to them. So you can call this like attract, convert, deliver. I call it attract, invite, deliver. So those are the 3 basic steps. But with attraction, this is when you're first getting around people in the first place. And so to do attraction, you essentially choose 1 to 2 places where you can attract these people. So think about the direction that you want to go in internally. What do I mean by this? Is that it is better to be directionally accurate than specifically inaccurate. So you can pick a niche of people like ages 18 to 35 struggling with this particular problem. But the thing is, you might not enjoy that niche and you might find yourself naturally talking to other people at the same time forcing yourself to speak with this niche, but you don't have to do that. Instead, you can be directionally accurate instead of specifically inaccurate. And to do that, you simply consider like what your internal direction looks like. Who do you want to be around? Are you a musician who wants to be like the best musician ever? Are you philosophical and you want to be around like awakened individuals? Ideally, everybody has these internal aspirations of the qualities that they would like to embody. And perhaps they're like technical, physical qualities, but they could also be emotional or spiritual qualities. So for me, this looked like commitment qualities like dedication and focus and abundance mindset. So this first step is essentially you choose 1 to 2 communities. So this could be on Facebook groups, this could be on LinkedIn, this could be on Skool. I use Skool, and the reason I use Skool is because it's very focused on delivering value and community. So let's say in this example, you choose 1 to 2 communities on Skool. So this is the first step. You simply choose 2 of these communities. And then the next step is to comment. This is it. You simply engage there. You don't pitch anything. You are vulnerable with these people. And this is how you attract. If you want to work with authentic, vulnerable people, then you have to be an authentic and vulnerable individual. And you have to be around these people, and they will be attracted to you if you simply embody these qualities yourself. So you choose the communities with the internal direction that you appreciate, and then in that community, you contribute, you comment. This is the second step. It's simply commenting. And this is where a lot of us want to force things. Like, how am I going to get the outputs? How am I going to get this person to pay me? How am I going to get the client out of this? But it all starts with people in the first place. So the important thing with this step is to surrender the need for results and to simply understand that in this time block, you can set like a 30 or 90 or 60-minute timer to simply comment. And when you do this, a couple of really interesting things happen. First, you start to better understand yourself, because as you interact with people and comment there, you see what you like to engage with. And this gives you a lot of data as to like what you would like to offer. The second thing it does is it attracts the people that you would like to work with. If you're faking it, then you're going to work with people that, are just working with the fake version of yourself. But when you're authentic in the communities that you like to be around, then of course you attract the people that you would actually want to connect with, collaborate with, or be clients with. So that's what happens when you choose 1 to 2 communities and you spend like even just 30 minutes engaging there. And you don't have to think about how it's going to get you anywhere, because it's really just about visibility and connecting with people and gathering data. So then, as you've been commenting in communities, the third step is to connect with them. One-on-one connections with people. And this is where it's not a volume game. You want to maximize this as much as you can. But in the comments, you can really develop a relationship with someone. And then you get to the point where you can go a little more in depth with this individual. And what this looks like is going into DMs and then going onto calls. So I can totally make a video, if you guys would like to see it, as to how to transition from comments to DMs. Because when you do this, then you can actually get more granular with how you can set up an offer that people will pay for. So like the client that I had closed recently was simply through engaging in a community. We were both in a similar community, and then we connected in DMs and we went on a call, and I was like, hey, you mentioned this thing. I can help you with this. And that was how we closed the deal. So choose 1 or 2 communities, comment in there, and then connect in DMs. So after you've been engaging in a comment thread, you simply send them a message in DMs, something like, hey, I appreciated your comment about XYZ. And then you simply transition the conversation into something that they're working on. And then from there, you send them a link to your calendar. If you don't have a calendar, just set one up. And then you can just book a call with them, or ask them if there's like a time. Even if you don't have a calendar, you just ask them if there's a time they want to meet. And this is how you book a call with someone, and you simply break the ice with this person. And you'll naturally start to see like, oh, this person is building this. And as you go on these networking calls, you will see what you like about the people that you're talking with. you'll see like what lights you up and what sorts of directions you want to go in. And you can really gather data on who you're talking to and learn about yourself this way. Now, you might already have an offer. Like, you might know what you want to deliver. And that is also good, because it will be much easier to close any sort of transaction with someone who is much warmer with you. So you plant significant seeds as you simply network with people, because these are people that will give you word of mouth, and these are people that will feel much more comfortable doing any sort of payment with you because you have understood how to like genuinely help this person. And they don't see it as like a money thing. They see it simply as a value exchange, because you're helping them move forward in something that you're naturally good at and have the desire to help them with. So even if you have an offer, there are 3 calls, maybe 2, maybe 1, in order to actually turn it into a paid deal. And the first call always starts out the coldest. So when you do that first call with someone, it's not even that cold because you've done the DMs with them, but it has planted a seed. And so then you can follow up, then you can do the sales calls. But this is the first step. Even if you're clear on your offer, even if you're not clear on your offer and you want to be clear on it, the step to getting clear on that and actually booking deals with it is with a networking call. So I hope that this makes sense. I would love to know from you guys like how I can better serve you, because as you can see in this video, I'm talking about maybe you have a clear offer, maybe you don't, maybe you just want to build confidence. And the reason that I'm speaking like that is because I don't know your particular situation. So if you would like to call with me, that would be awesome. I would love to learn about what you're doing. There's a link in the description that you can just book a call with me as a simple networking call. I think I'll be adding more structure to those calls. So that link is for networking, but we can get more granular. And then also just leave a comment if you would like, so that I can understand what your situation as an audience kind of looks like, so that I can better, create these videos to be more helpful. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out.